Yo, what up, tubers? We're back for some more drafting. Let's go ahead and jump right into pick one, pack one. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. We opened the Restoration of Iganjo. The card's fine. Nothing special, but it is decent value. Don't think it's necessarily a first pick quality card when you have a bunch of other good options in the pack, but it is a decent enough card if you want. We've got a Michiko's Reign of Truth here, very solid uncommon, as well as a Blossom Prancer, another great uncommon. I think the Blossom Prancer is just the best card in the pack, so it's probably going to be my choice here. Haven is fine, Steward's okay, Tanuki, Specialist. Yep, I don't think there's any consideration. I mean, I guess Michiko's is more splashable. You probably splash Michiko's over Restoration, but I do think the Blossom Prancer is the easy choice there. As we get kind of a medium second pack. Blade Blizzard is okay, Prototype's okay. I think we're probably just going to take the Fang of Shigeki here. Oddly, this might actually be the best card in the pack. It just does a surprising amount of work for a 1-drop. It's an enchantment, it's got Death Touch, trades up frequently, so yeah, I don't even think that this is like forcing green or anything. I think this might just be the best card in the pack anyways. Fine with that. Alright, got some pretty nice choices here for third pick rather. Selfless Samurai, fantastic 2-drop, just a ton of good value there. High-speed hoverbike is pretty solid. We have a Virus Beetle, nothing wrong with that. Season of Renewal, another really, really good one. And then a land if we wanted to as well. Yeah, I think Season of Renewal or the Selfless Samurai are the best choices in this pack. And because we already have a good start to some green, let's go ahead and just make sure we get a Season right now. Decent start. Okay, another Prototype being passed to us here. Another Mirror Box actually too. Grafted Growth in color for us, but this pack's not great. I don't really love fourth picking a Grafted Growth, but I don't actually think there's all that much I would want in this pack anyways. Tempered Solitude, like some red-green modify deck, but generally that's a pretty weak one, so I will just take the Growth here. I don't think it's the best card in the pack, but I don't really want to delve into a second color quite yet, and I mean, obviously, Grafted Growth lets us play other colors pretty easily. Okay, a couple more white cards here. Arrest and Intervention, decent removal. Also have a Geothermal Kami if we want to just take the green card once again, and Ambusher is fine. Removal's probably a little bit safer than the Geothermal, but that being said, the Geothermal is just another card that we always want to take. So I do think that this is somewhat of a signal, yes, but so is the Geothermal. And I don't see any reason to dip out of green yet. I don't like Master's Rebuke, but it is a fine card. It's always already good with what we have as well, right? It's good with the Fang of Shigeki, the Death Touch effect, and then we have 2 4-power creatures, so we'll take it here. Again, not really passing anything anyways. Stick with green. Are we going to take our first non-green card here? I guess we can just take like Moth Rider Patrol if we wanted. This pack's also very, very weak. This is mainly just a filler card. You don't really want to be running it, in my opinion. Moth Rider Patrol, probably the best card here, but not something I'm looking to play currently. That's a great pickup, though. 8th pick, Jukai Preserver, is a really, really good sign for us. One of the better 4-drop enchantments, creatures that is, in the format, so it's a nice one. What did we wheel? We wheeled the Shrine Steward, the Story Weave, the Reinforced Ronin. Unsurprisingly, the Iganjo, Restoration, and Michiko is both taken out of this pack, but I'm happy to take a Shrine Steward here. We have the Grafted Growth already. Obviously, if I had taken the Arrest, we'd also have that, but I always end up with multiple Shrine Steward targets. Okay, another pretty weak pack. I'll take Bargain over the Suit, I think. Cultivation, good one for us as well. Easy peasy pickup, nice. And that's a second target for the Steward already. Gives us a little bit of ramp there on turn 2. I don't know if I've ever started a pack fully mono green. Usually I've taken 1 or 2 cards in different colors, but I mean, we could obviously be in any number of colors still. Although I guess we only have the growth for fixing. I didn't even take any lands, no terminals. We saw 1 terrarium, I believe, but... okay, I'll take the sling now, but again, I don't think I'm going to be moving into the red-green modify deck. I'm really hoping I don't open, for example, Goro Goro. A lot of suits going around. It's fine. Alright. Yeah, fine first pack. Clearly in green. Got some good ones in green. Hopefully we can get more of a direction next pack. I think I'm rank 2nd going into today. Same place as yesterday. Haven't been streaming the last couple days. Been busy, but I've of course been recording the videos. Okay, another grafted growth potentially. Not awful. We might run up the 2. That's a pretty good rare to open when you are exclusively in green, let me tell you. And this card is just extremely powerful. Just especially, I mean, if you can cast this on curve, or man, with the cultivation and double growth, we can even cast this on turn 4. But if you can cast this on turn 4 or 5, it's just so hard to beat, especially if you can follow it up with just any other kind of interaction or pressure. Passing an ink here, another hover bike, a dog, modern age, harmonious. But very clearly we'll be taking the Invoke the Ancients. Getting past another ink, huh? Well, if I don't take the ink, what am I taking? The Tales of Master Sashiro? Which is not a bad choice, of course. Okay, I'll go ahead and take the ink here. It is the better card, after all. Yeah, seems like a fine time to take a removal spell over the 5-drop. Maybe we're green-black enchantments, something like that. What's our enchantment count right now? 5 for our, like, Blossom Prancer. Get past a dog here and a fade into Antiquity. Top 2 choices, probably. Let's just take the fade. Good solid green removal. Keeps us on basically 1 color for now. Yep. Good enough. Okay, got a couple choices here. I could take the Invigorating Hot Spring. It's a decent card. I think I'd rather just take the Tanuki, though. Again, playing it safe. And also, it's just a great green card anyways, so I don't see any reason to not just take it instead of taking a card that, you know, there's a possibility I don't end up running anyway, right? So, let's take the Tanuki. Stick with this for now. Yeah, no, this looks good. Mnemonic Sphere, Okiba Salvage. I actually don't mind this card. When you have a lot of big channel creatures like we do have. There's a Kami of Terrible Secrets here. If we could pick up some more artifacts. Papercraft Decoy could just be an okay 2-drop filler card. Yeah, this is not the most powerful card, but it gives me another artifact for any Artifact Matters cards eventually that I end up picking. And it's a early play, so I'll just take that. That's a pretty late Moon Circuit Hacker. Again, nothing really else in the pack for us. Dramatist Puppet is actually okay, though, I suppose. Double Grafted Growth, Jukai Preserver. I have a couple ways to put counters on stuff, but that's a card you do not need to take early. Probably end up getting a couple on the wheel or something. The Shrine Steward's not great when the only auras that I can grab with it are like non-removal spells. Normally, if you're running the Steward, you really want to pick up at least one arrest or one completion, you know? Get a Blossoming Sands here versus a Jukai Preserver. Sorry, Jukai Trainee, not Preserver. Normally I would just take a land here. I think that's what I'm going to do still. The 2-drop is good, but I'd rather have the land. Another Cultivation. Yeah, that's fine. This gives us a bunch of ways to ramp up into our big drop, so I like that a lot over the Haven. Harmonious Emergence on the wheel is a good one too over the Haven. I mean, I don't think I'm going to end up in mono green for sure. It's going to be easy enough to splash, you know, any removal spell with the Tanuki and the double grafted growths, but for right now, that is what we are doing. I don't think Unforgiving One is all that good, but again, double grafted growth, maybe. Yeah, we wielded Invigorating Hot Springs. Maybe. I'm just gonna put all these non-green cards in the sideboard for now. Tempered in Solitude as well. Opened a Blade of the Oni. It's a very strong card, but I've never really cared for this. But we do have that Assassin's Ink already. So what else would I be taking here if I don't take the Blade? The Guidebot would be okay, I guess. The Fang would be okay, I guess. This is not a bomb or anything, but I'll take it. I guess it's good with like my cultivation creatures, right? 1/1s in the early game, and then you can make them 5/5s later. Maybe we're doing something like this. Let's try it out. We have a green shrine now. Yeah, that's probably a good choice. Gives me another target for the Shrine Steward, and it's just a solid play early. Seems okay. Passing, what, another Fang, Terrarium. Exploit, actually not crazy bad here, because we do have some amount of modifiers. We get another Assassin's Ink. That's the third one we've seen. Passing a Jungle Hollow and another Preserver. All right. It looks like we'll just splash black for some removal. Can't go wrong with that. We get a return to action, perhaps. Is that good here? Guess we don't need this bargain, do we? We probably don't even need 2 grafted growths, although it's just kind of nice to have for like the double black fixing. Yeah, return to action. Well, actually, is return to action all that good here? Maybe it's not. We have a couple okay cards with it, but I mean, I guess I'm not taking anything else, so maybe. Azusa's Many Journeys. We have a Rugged Highlands if I wanted to like splash the Hot Springs. But I don't think it makes sense to splash the Hot Springs. We'll take the Journey here. Another Preserver versus the Merge Keeper. I think we'd rather have another Preserver. Maybe. I guess the Merge Keeper into Crafted Growth is a decent enough curve. One of Bearer of Memory or Safekeeping now. I mean, I'm probably going to end up cutting the Commune. Looks like the Decoy is not necessary anymore. Yeah, I'm always going to be happy to get a Safekeeping. Plus, I think there is at least one other Bearer of Memory that's going to wheel anyway. I don't know if this is good enough. I'm just going to be getting back some random junky card, if at all. If I had taken all those other Fang of Shigekis, I think we've passed like 3 or 4 now. Maybe it'd be worth it, but yeah, I'm not sure about this Unforgiving One. Another Master's Rebuke, Jukai Trainee, and another Bearer. Removal-wise, right now I have 2 Ink, Fade, and a Rebuke. So I guess I'll just make sure I get that Bearer of Memory like I was talking about and replace that Unforgiving one. I don't think we'll be running Wisdom, although it is another target for Shrine Steward. Oddly, our Shrine Steward has like 5 hits. Yeah, we have 4 auras and the green shrine. We have the Emergence, 2 Grafted Growth, 2 Cultivation, and the Shrine. Oh, 6 hits even. So we have 6 hits for a ding. Surprise. All right. Is this deck good? It seems okay. I'm debating if I really need 17 lands here with double graft. Oh, another Bearer of Memory on the wheel. With double grafted and cultivation, we can probably just throw in the commune instead of the 17th land. I don't think that's too greedy. And we're just gonna go super heavy green here, maybe like 6 swamps tops, maybe even 5. Go 5-11. Because with the double grafted growth, we don't need that many black sources. As soon as we hit a grafted growth, which we have 3 ways to do with Shrine Steward, we have the double black anyway, you know? So maybe I could even go down to 4-12, but this is probably fine. Not exciting, but does look like a solid enough deck. Basically mono green, splashing for, what, 2 removal spells, and then the Blade of the Oni. Blade of the Oni is one of those cards I actually haven't played with many times. But it is a strong enough card. I mean, even just as a 3-1 menace for 2 mana, sometimes you play it on turn 2. And kind of just chonks away, you know? Alright, so I think it said we were rank 2 when I looked. So let's win a couple games and take back number 1. We are coming on... See, this is going to go up on Thursday, so we're coming up on the eve of the Kamigawa Championships, Historic and Alchemy. Should be kind of interesting. I didn't practice very much for the event. Wasn't, I don't know, just didn't feel motivated for it, but let's see how that event goes. Alright, finally found a match. This is a pretty bad one, too. We have quite a few 2-drops. Oh, it's a reluctant, but I'll try it. So I don't have too many artifacts in the deck, but we do have a bunch of enchantments, so the ink is probably going to be black, and 1 for the most part. Our opponent has a turn 2 naturalist on the play. It's not what you want to see. It could be in real bad shape if they just play a 4-drop here. It's annoying, but not the end of the world. Okay. Definitely going to trade the Bearer of Memory off here if they offer with either of their creatures. What was that, a Era of Enlightenment? Sure. They're on the Bant deck. Double top. Uh-oh, scary. Didn't expect them to use a trick there. Expecting them to just use their mana to pump the shrine. Not a bad draw. Still just going to play out our Preserver here since it effectively stops their 3/3 shrine currently. Oh, so they might have topped a second white source there, it looks like. Geothermal bounce their era, yeah, it's not bad. Untap land means I'm going to go ahead and just Emergence and attack for 4 here. I don't mind if they double block. Oh, geez, they were at 30. I guess they gained 2 life from the era, 2 from the 4 from the naturalist, and 3 from the... Okay. That is a Weaver of Harmony. We're gonna have to use a Fade on that one. Safekeeping, pretty good draw. Just gonna attack for 4 here, see if they block. They might not even choose to block. I really don't want to have to channel away my Tanuki, but I think we have to. We need to get that second black source. Alright, so let's just pass. Yeah. So I think the game plan here is we're going to channel off the Tanuki at end of turn. Go grab our second black source. And then we're going to attack with our forest into their board. See how they block, because there's a chance they block with their shrine, and then I get to ink the Weaver of Harmony and blow them out. So yeah, let's go for that. I mean, they're still at 22, and then they're going to go back up to 20 if they decide to just take it here. So once again, they might not even block. Oh, they did go for the blowout, though. So now we just get to 2 for that one them pretty easily. Risky block for the opponent, and we punish them heavily. Not going to play out the geothermal quite yet. Still going to hold open the safekeeping. The only downside about that play... Actually, we can just let this resolve if we want to. Yeah, we'll save the safekeeping. Because we have the Fade for that, or we can just geothermal back our Emergence. Funny enough. Okay, I'll try to block like this then. Nice. Wait, cycling? I could just cast that out. This was a little bit loose. If they had had anything, I would have gotten blown out there, but... I kind of want to save the Fade into Antiquity is the only issue. Yeah, let's save the Fade into Antiquity. Then we'll just go Geothermal, bounce our Emergence. And say go. Oh, that's right, the Arrest is the permanent. So it stays on my land. Remember, the mana abilities can stay activated, though. That's funny. Friending the Moths. Alright, we're probably going to Fade that. Just because it's going to turn into a flyer later on as well anyways. I guess cycling the cultivation doesn't actually make sense. We'd rather hold it for... pumping up our creature and giving reach later on. Alright, they're gonna take 12, go to 10. I approve of that. Actually, I don't even need to fade that anymore. It's pretty hard for them to attack. Yeah, let's just pass here. Because they might play like a Tanuki or something next turn, and I could fade that instead and pressure a lot. I'm surprised they're attacking. Okay. Sure, yeah. So do I have lethal? No, but I can put them to 1. So let's go ahead and channel, make a 1/1. Oh, that could draw lethal. That did in fact draw lethal. Now we get to enchant, fade, and smash for 10. There we go. Money! BEA beautiful. Hey, 1 win, and we retake our #1 slot. That's how we do it. Let's go. Feels good. I'm a little bit concerned that this deck is not fully capable of 7 wins. I mean, I guess we have decent enough removal. What are we missing? We're missing like a spinning wheel kick and... maybe one more big... yeah, I guess we have quite a few big cards. Our biggest is just the Tanuki, though, right? I think I have a bunch of 4-power creatures. Yeah, we can get to 7. Who am I kidding? Of course I can get to 7. On the play. That is a keeper. Keep and pray, as they say. But it's not even that bad. I only need to find 1 land. And then 1 land unlocks everything, so... how about a swamp off the top so I don't even have to sweat it? Alright. I'm not going to complain. Blue, green. Uh-oh, the hacker. This is kind of sad, but I will trade if they attack. Don't think that's worth using Fade on. As they channel off a Tanuki immediately. I don't love it, but I don't want to let them loot at all. Alright. Go Grafted Growth into Oni. Not bad. Ow, the Dawn Sky. Well, that has a lot of words on it. But at the end of the day, it's just a 5/4, and it doesn't really do that much when they don't have other creatures. Yep, we'll protect our land. The scariest part about that card is when they pump up their team. Obviously, they still get value here by placing something on the battlefield, presumably something, but... They didn't? What? What on earth does that mean? Oh man, that was a good draw too. Alright, I mean, I don't even need to use removal on that geothermal. Huh. I don't know if they misclicked or... If they hit like a bunch of lands randomly, that doesn't hit any of my creatures. Remember that Emergence gets around the Fall of Lord Khanda because it's the land that's the creature for the converted mana cost. Yeah, again, I don't even think I'm going to bother using this Assassin's Ink quite yet. Let's see. So let's just run out the Geothermal, and we're not going to bounce the Grafted Growth. There's no need to. We could get an extra 1/1 counter for value, but this lets me hold up Ink end of turn. Alright, looks like it's going to be game over. I'm going to Ink their Kami, I'm going to fade their Mender. I mean, they're already dead right now, but... it was... I mean, it all was based on the fact that their dragon somehow bricked. So, I don't know. I guess it has to be specifically permanents. Right? They can't just hit... maybe they hit like 4 or 5 lands and like a couple of instants or sorceries. That's possible. You know? Pretty weird, though. Like, I imagine in any average draft deck, you're gonna hit... if you just look at the random top 7 cards, you're gonna find some permanent. Is it non-land? Yeah, some permanent that has mana value. What was it, 4 or less? Who knows? No complaints. If we can bolster our #1 ranking, that's great. Keep at it, at it. I like to move it, move it. It's been a long time since I've done some like non-green drafting. I bet you 50% of my drafts in this format have been green. I would not be surprised if that were the case. If not even higher than that. But I think that just tells you how good green can be. Alright. Well, this is an early Invoke the Ancients. I guess I need one more green source, actually. Yeah. Need to find a forest. But we're gonna go for it. If we draw forest next turn, we do have a turn 4 Invoke the Ancients, which is, again, usually very, very hard to beat. I'm gonna take 4 here. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. Come on, forest! Brutal. Alright, well. I mean, I could go Grafted Growth into Fade into Antiquity there. Soul Ripper, I guess. Kinda sucks, but... I mean, it's not even that bad, like... we'll still be casting Invoke on turn 5, it just won't be a turn early. And we still have plenty of hits for our Shrine Steward. We have 2 Cultivations, the Green Shrine, and the Emergence, which is probably the card we'll be getting. Alright, more 3/2s from the opponent. Let's just give Vigilance here. That way we can be productive on offense and defense. Best part about this card is that even if they use like a Twisted Embrace or something this turn, or an Arrest or whatever, we still have another 4/5, right? My only regret is that I'm unable to Season of Renewal back the Invoke the Ancients. this feels like Twisted Embrace on the Blade Blesser, huh? Oh, Long Reach Ignite. Okay. Let's discard our Geothermal, and then we can... get that back later with our Season of Renewal. I'll come in for 8. We'll grab our Harmonious Emergence. We'll discard the Swamp to the Long Reach's second trigger. We're gonna have 3, 4, 5 Vigilant creatures attacking them next turn. Ooh. Ooh, we're actually getting raced on pretty well. Yeah, we could die here in the next turn. Wow, we are gonna... Okay, so... I actually need to... draw a land for Geothermal. Oh, that actually works. That's a lot of damage, though. They have to block with their Subduer. If I'm them, I block with their Subduer, go to 1, and then leave the... No, see, they can't do this. Unless they already have a way to pump in their hand. They're playing... again, we don't know what the last card in their hand is, but if they block like this, yeah. They need to keep the Exemplar alive. That's not what you want to do, I think. Because now they don't have lethal with the Blade Blesser. So if you're in their position, you just chump with the Subduer, hope that you live at 1 life and that I don't have a pump spell, and then go for the flying +1/+1, hit for 5. Okay, we'll go ahead and just use this, might as well. I'm gonna have to use it anyways. So let's just keep our creature alive. And if they can find 3 extra points of damage, yeah, they got me. But I don't think finding 3 is the easiest thing to do. Alright. Dun dun dun, number 1. Still 3-0 start here. People in some of my YouTube comments being like, I wish you would upload some of your losses. And I'm like, I only record 1 YouTube video. Well, that's not true. I sometimes record multiple for multiple days, but I never record a video that I don't use. So if I'm recording a video, it's going to go up on YouTube. If I never lose, then you're never going to see a losing video on YouTube. That's how it works. you know? I mean, I have been on a hot streak, I don't deny that, but it's not like, and I've said this before, I don't cherry pick my drafts. I don't keep recording until I finally get a 7 winner, you know? If that was the case, you would only see Kami War drafts. But what I record is what you get. So I'm sorry if I win too much and you would rather see me lose. Something, something. Something, something golden god. Alright, what do we got here? On the draw, but our hand looks decent. If I don't draw a land on draw step 1, I'm going to go ahead and commune for a land. Because on turn 2 we want to go cultivation, and turn 3 we want to play a 4/4. If I do draw a land on turn 1, then I think I save the commune for later, and maybe look for a creature at that point with it. But we'll see. It's those little things. I think a lot of people just fire off their commune turn 1, you know? But give yourself more information. Okay, we did not find a land, but that's a little bit interesting. So I could opt not to play the commune, because on turn 3 instead I could go with careful cultivation. Sorry, turn 3 we go with grafted growth. But I think we'd rather still play out the preserver on turn 3 if possible. And we don't... I guess it doesn't matter. Oh wait, no, that was a bad take. Oh, I'm silly. Because if they kill my cultivation creature, then I only have 3 green. I mean, not the end of the world, but there was absolutely no reason to take a second black source there. That's kind of interesting. I'm still just gonna play out my preserver, but we're hoping that they don't have a way to deal with it and then attack with the octopus. But I don't really want to use fade on the octopus. Okay, I will now fade the octopus because they can just equip it to their koi. So let's see. I should, excuse me, I should absolutely attack first there and see if they double block. But we're really hoping that they don't use like a Tamiyo's completion or something this turn, because I am shields down for the moment. And if they just kill my preserver, we don't actually have anything going on. Alright, we're gonna maybe do a little bit of racing here. Alright, let's do it. Oof, yeah, we are not looking great. Really needed to have drawn a spell. Well, worst case scenario, I can just season back the cultivation and put it on my mana dork to make a 2/4 reach. Build your own giant spider. But no attacks. Oh, okay. Pretty good job. Well, they're going to play a little bit scared, so I'm going to take advantage of that then. My game plan here is to not even use Tamiyo's safekeeping if they double block something. Oh, sure. That's actually really okay with us as well. Kill the fish, and I'm going to go ahead and use the safekeeping now that they've used, presumably, their trick. The reason that's okay is now I have 2 enchantments to grab back with the Season of Renewal again. We can go rebuy our 4/5 as well as getting that cultivation I was talking about, so good value for us. And that's a great sign. Them casting Thirst for Knowledge this turn is desperation. Man, I hate Thirst for Knowledge in this format. So frequently it feels like you're just discarding 2 cards. They did discard an artifact there, but I can't. I don't have a creature in the graveyard. Alright, whatever. We'll just return the emergence itself. They're running multiple protocols? Sure. You got me. Good draw, though. Yeah, I do not like counters in this format. Let's go grab our shrine. And start chalking that baby up. Big ol' Krabby. So I can put them to 2 on board. So we'll just sit. Eventually I'll find an Assassin's Ink or something. Although, they only have 1 card in their hand. I'm gonna go for it. Nice, okay. Whew. I mean, even if they did have a trick, oh no, I guess it'd be pretty bad. They get rid of... They only take 2 damage, they still have Crab. Yeah. Yeah, maybe a little bit aggressive since we could keep growing our shrine, but I like the play. 4-0, okay. This is where I start throwing the game intentionally so that people will be like, okay, makes me feel better. Something like that. On the draw, but the hand looks good. Got a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, a 5-drop. Versus the turn 1 Okiba. We're not playing Shrine out turn 2. You don't even get to level it up if you play it on turn 2. It's a very easy cultivation. Ah, okay. This is the matchup where having a Bamboo Grove Archer would have been very nice, because this is presumably ninjas, and they have a pretty decent start. Oh. Surprise red? Maybe Hidetsugu activation? Could be. Not really any reason to pump the snake since it's already useful by itself. And I'm not double blocking, so I might as well attack. Obviously it sucks letting them get a free ninjutsu in, but there's no way I'll want to block with snake and shrine there. Ship it. If it's a black ninja, then they only have 1 black source, so they wouldn't be able to replay the raid this turn, at least. Looks like it's a specialist. Specialist bouncing my token sucks. Yep. Worst case scenario, but what are you gonna do? I think we're just going to... I guess we're just gonna... Yeah, I'll play out the Bearer of Memory and pump up my shrine. I'm gonna let them ninjutsu their Vector Glider. I don't really want to use my removal spell on their flyer. Sure. And now it's a ground creature I can trade with later on, so not the worst. This would be a good turn to draw another land for Steward. Oh. Well... Not helping that we're not finding any more land, I guess, but... I think I'll be firing off the ink on their road captain. And I'm just gonna block their ambusher with my Bearer of Memory. Yeah. They've looted away 4 lands with that modern age. So much value. Okay, well now I think we kill the ambusher in response, because that's going to deny them a card. So in essence, that was kind of like a 2-for-1. That's not the best draw now, is it? So I don't... Yeah, let's play this out. End the turn, pump our shrine, and just hold up safekeeping. I don't think we're gonna be casting ink here. Nice. Perfect. And they gave up. Wow, they must have been out of... Wow. What? Okay. They were completely off of that. Holy smokes. I don't know what to say. That was a very premature scoop, but hey. I guess we'll take it. Paid actors indeed. Ooh, this hand is not great. I'm on the draw. I have a fade into Antiquity. We'll give it a shot, but this is not a good hand. I'm gonna play Swamp first, so I don't hold priority when I play the Forest. Alright, blue-red artifacts. Our safekeeping is gonna be... Or not safekeeping, our fade into Antiquity is probably gonna be pretty solid. So I'm gonna take 3 here. I think I actually get their Puzzle Maker off the board. The random ground creature, I mean, yeah, it's annoying, but I think it's the Puzzle Maker that, like, I don't have a good way to deal with it, and it would just constantly draw them, or rather, find them more relevance, you know? Question is, which creature am I playing out now? Preserver or Bearer? And I think we want to go with the Bearer here, in case they have a Voltage Surge. Get them pretty good. Yep. We'll be fine to trade if they offer. We have plenty of creatures in hand for the Rebuke later on. I mean, I could have played the Preserver out too, I guess. Preserver would have lived through Voltage Surge unless they wanted to sacrifice one of their artifacts. Okay, trade's good by me. Let's go ahead and get a 4-4 online. I mean, a little bit scary. They have nothing but spells in their hand. Oh, 3. Okay. We are gonna punch that. Let's attack for 4 first, see if they randomly opt to double block. And then we'll just punch. And we'll play our random Azuzu. Actually, this is not too bad. Because Azuza's is going to gain gain me 3 next turn, and then I can Geothermal Kami it back if we want to for an effective 6 life. Sure. 1 card left in their hand, and we're actually feeling really, really confident here. Okay. I don't love this play, but this uses turns into a 3/3 next turn, which feels better than gaining a couple points of life, given I'm at 17 still. It'd be annoying if they had a bounce spell or Tamiya's completion here or something, but alright, looks like they don't. I think we're sitting pretty dang good. Let's go ahead and attack for 4 vigilance. Don't really mind if they block and draw a card. They might want to. They're probably going to go ahead and fire off the reactor on my steward. What do we want here? I guess we'll just grab another creature. We don't really need mana. That's fine. It's a good one. Get to shoot off my Shrine Steward. Reactor goes to 3. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Hey, first time we've drawn our pick one, pack one. Little baby snake. Sadly, I cannot bounce my Blossom Prancer. But we do get to play a big good boy. Big doggy. Okay. They're at 10. That doesn't crew the mech. And I don't think I mind if they block the Tanuki, take 5 trample from it, and then shoot it with the reactor. It's also fine. So I think we're gonna go Fang of Shigeki, Geothermal back our Fang, recast it. Getting the Shrine and the Snake online doesn't really make sense. The Shrine's not lethal. The Geothermal is. Specialist back the Tanuki. Okay. They are holding on. Easy attack with both. Alright, they crew. They shoot. And we win. We are rolling, baby. Let's go. Is that 5 or 6? Still perplexed from that scoop a couple matches ago. 6-0, let's go. People are gonna look at the VOD and be like, what? Hour long? Oh man, he must have scrubbed out. No, 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 my friends. No, no, no. The mono green... Okay, that's not true. The effective mono green machine. It's snowing outside? It looks like snow, but I think it's hail, question mark? Alright, on the play, hand looks okay. Hey, number 1 versus number 68. Combine them together, and that is just nice. Got a 1-drop, 2-drop. And we pray that they don't have a Life of Toshiro. Because if they have a Life of Toshiro, it's like an insta-scoop. Oh god, I really need to draw land next turn. Please, please, please. Please, please, please give me a land next turn. Please, please, please land, 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 land off the top. kind of like a land. Suspend land. Oh, look at all these good boys. Oh, you know their deck is great if they have 2 dogs. Or at least, that's what I think makes a good deck. Grafted. Put it on the snake. Smash with both. Safe keep whatever they block. Because they have to double block both. Or rather, if they want to trade with one, they have to double block, I should say. And then next turn we can move the Blade of the Oni over to our 1/1. Like I was mentioning, I think during the draft. And make it a 5/5 menace if we want to. Although I'm guessing smashing the Blossom Prancer is probably better. Wow, that's really good for us. Sure, okay. This is tempting. But I think we're just going to attack for 3. And then play out the Blossom. Alright, let's grab a 4/5 haste. The Tanuki. We drew a geothermal, huh? Does this creature get menace too? It does. Alright, we'll attack with both of these. I mean, the Tanuki is a problem. Especially if they have like a spinning wheel kick. We're gonna have a really bad day. This is nice for us. Okay, trading with the Tanuki is fantastic. Getting that off the board makes me happy, although they might just have a second. If we put the blade on the Fang of the Shigeki, it turns into a 6/6 Menace Death Touch. Also pretty strong. Geothermal. Do they want to bounce their Modern Age for life? They do. And I think this is an all-out attack. All of our creatures are good attackers here, and even if they have like a Tamiyo's safekeeping, which I think they do have in their hand, otherwise why would they run out their forest? This is still really good. Nope, sorry if I hit the microphone and you heard a bump. Alright, so they're still going to take 6 damage here. Yep. Not sure why they opted to keep their 3/3 instead of their 4/3 alive, but I'm certainly okay with it. So we can get back Blade of the Oni and our Careful Cultivation if we want to. They discarded another Modern Age. So what's a better card than Modern Age that they have? Kind of scary. Alright, I think I like attacking with both. Because if they double block the forest, I can get back the Harmonious Resurgence instead, or whatever it's called, Emergence. They clearly have something else here, of course, right? Because of that discard of the Modern Age, but who knows what it is. So maybe it's an expensive spell. Looks like. Well, let's just get back our Blade of the Oni and our Snake then. Then we can cast the Blade this turn. They must have like a crab in their hand or something. Another Tanuki. We've done all of this with only 4 land. This card's a second safekeeping here. That's what it was, a Sky Turtle. Okay. Let's see. They're gonna get another 2/3 flyer next turn. I mean, yeah, I think what we do here is equip 5 Menace. They double block, I kill the turtle, then I play the Fang next turn. I mean, yes, I agree, it is awkward not running out all of these spells that are in my hand. But I think it makes sense to get the turtle killed while we can. Okay. Alright, and now they're hellbent. Sweet. So now we can kind of sit back and... Well, actually... Again, moving the Blade onto the Fang of Shigeki is a 2-for-1. Ah. It's actually crazy how badly I need lands here. Which way gives them less time? Because if I move the Blade over to the Fang and they just take it, they go to 2, and then they have a lot of creatures, and if they top deck a removal spell, I get like blown out. I could play Shrine, level up the Shrine, and hold up Ink, and careful, I guess. Let's go like that. And remember, the Shrine has 1/1 counters, so next turn, if the Blade of the Oni gets equipped to it, it'll be a 6/6 and then potentially a 7/7 the turn after. But, I mean, if they draw something like... If they draw Season of Renewal, for example, we are just completely wrecked. Okay. I will take it. Sure. Maybe I should trade the Fang off for one of their 3/3s if it attacks. Okay, they didn't. Tameshi! Oh lord. What a draw. Holy crap. Yikes. So do they want to get back a Bamboo Grove Archer, or do they want to get back their companion and draw 2 cards? Jeez, what a draw. It looks like they're going to get back a companion. Let's go ahead and just ink the Tameshi now. Or they can draw like another random safekeeping or something. Brutality. Okay, let's move the blade over to the snake. Smash for 5 minutes, death touch. Good. And then we're gonna make our shrine a 4 or a 3/3 at end of turn, which also means it's going to be lethal if I move the blade onto it. How have I only drawn 4 lands in like the top half of my deck? Yeah, this game is starting to turn into a little bit more of a grind. I'm at 10 now. Yeesh. Go like this, I think. And if they draw a removal spell this turn, we lose, basically. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I wonder if on that one turn that I decided to play a shrine, if I had just moved the blade onto the snake and attacked. I mean, maybe they just double block anyways and we're... I don't know. Okay. Going all in on the flyer is a little bit risky. If I draw my Fate into Antiquity or something, that would be really good. What? What on earth does this mean? I guess they're just getting in for 2 damage if I block their Vector Glider. Oh? Oh, I like this attack. Yeah, I like this attack by them. Well, we might be trading off the Blade of the Oni then. 3, 4, 5. Sure. So now I think I have to play it slightly conservatively. Gain a little bit of life. Then let's play out the Bearer of Memory instead of the Grafted growth. But yeah, if they draw a removal spell for my shrine, I'm basically just dead. Does it make sense to make that a 6/7? I guess that means if I pump the shrine only once, they can bounce off. Okay. Let's get Big Daddy Nuki online. They go. It's a close game though. But next turn I can attack in. Ay. And that might do it. Yikes. Oh, the Scry 3 here. Pretty brutal. Okay, well, at least they didn't see anything they liked. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So we actually put it on the geothermal. Block 2, 4, 6, 7. So both my shrine and my Tanuki have trample. So there is a world where we can ink and get in for lethal. If they, for example, put the Vector Glider on just the Tanuki, don't block my shrine. They have to be highly suspicious of this attack, of course. I'm assuming their companion or whatever just goes in front of the geothermal, but they do have to block enough trample, first and foremost, and they have to go through all the iterations of cards. I'm assuming it's just a land in their hand, but we'll see. Okay. Okay. So if this is the block that occurs, then we're going to poke in for 7. They should probably put another 2/2 on the Tanuki, just to soak up the 1 trample damage. Because, I mean, they can't really afford to play around anything anyways. Alright, well. Glad that they blocked with a couple more of their 2/2s. So we're just going to kill their Vector Glider. We'll let the trade happen on the Tanuki and the Living Legacy. And, yeah, remember our Bearer of Memory also pumps. I mean, the Shrine already has Trample itself, so... This last game is going to be the longest game. This one's, what, 20 minutes already or something? Nuts. Uh-oh. Were they looking at their graveyard? If they drew Seasons of Renewal this turn, it's going to feel a little bit bad. Okay, this is not Season of Renewal, thankfully. Maybe a Shigeki? Oh god, it is a Season of Renewal. Oh boy. What a top... Wait. They didn't get back their turtle. Turtle could have bounced the shrine. Wait, what? What just happened here? Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's exactly how much trample damage I have, so they're nowhere close to dead. So I guess we just make 2 tramplers here since they didn't get back their turtle for infinite value. Now we have 4, 8, 11, 19 trample damage next turn. So yeah, we're just gonna be going for it. 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess 20 trample damage because of the Bearer of Memory ability. And a land, nice. Yeah, I think if they season back their turtle and then bounce my shrine, they're... Okay, no, that was a good draw too. So now they're not just dead again. Back to having 11 trample damage. I don't even think I can attack anymore. Yeah, crazy game. I need to play out my land, because if I just draw lands for the next 3 turns... I want to play them out so I can activate the Bearer of Memory again, you know? Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4, 8, 13, 14. We're getting there. But I mean... Well, they only have 6 cards left in their deck. If they don't have another Seasons of Renewal or whatever... Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... 11... So they probably have a lot of lands out of the last 8 cards. The 6 in their library and their 2 in hand. And that's a really good draw too. Alright, so now I think we just go for it. This is a little bit aggressive. We could definitely go for a more stall-out tactic, but... If I was at 20, I probably don't attack, but I'm at 6, so there is a world where things could go a little bit awry. So remember, the Bearer doesn't currently trample by itself. We have to use the ability for it to gain the trample. Well, they have to block with their dog if the because right now they're leaving themselves dead on board with this block. They're still leaving themselves dead on board. Okay. Right, they're taking 4 unblocked and then 1 trample. Okay. Alright, didn't even need the Master's Rebuke. Nice. Let's go, baby. I guess they probably didn't have a better... Well, no, they did have a better way to block. If they put a 3-1... If they put a 3-1... Or sorry, if they put the 3-3 and the 1-1 on one of the 4 powers, then they have a 2-2 to soak up. Alright, let's go! Nice little grindy game there to close it out. I'm the best in the world, chat. Number 1. Not chat. YouTubers. You clearly see it there. Streamer, please upload some of your losses. I don't lose. I don't lose. Alright, that was a fun one. Nice little effectively mono green splashing for a couple pieces of removal and a Blade of the Oni. Glad that the Blade of the Oni did some work there at the end. And yeah, fun little one. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit that like and subscribe button. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. Peace out.